Greetings to all who are listening to this transmission and very happy magnetic lunar new year. Today is the first day of the magnetic new year and the entire humanity is coming to the point of resetting the button for the next cycle. Year 2019 is significant in many ways, and let's for a moment indulge into the beauty and harmony of the opening of the Maitreya office. Aquarius gate, which opens in the beginning of February, and that is literally the real beginning of the new cycle, is now becoming active. Since last year, approximately this time of 2018, we had the first anchoring of the Maitreya office. And this year we are having really the opening of Aquarius gate into the full span. This is going to continue into the years to come and becomes the new modus operandi for our planet. This was preceded by the huge wave of the electromagnetic energies that were recorded on the 11/11/2018, and the opening of the Aquarius gate will be happening in this fashion. And then we have the powerful eclipses that are starting the year in January. This year there will be again in July and in December. So there will be 3 installments of very powerful magnetic flux that is being anchored on the planet. The energies that started also on the 21st of December last year opened something that we call the mirroring process, and it is going to continue throughout the 2019, which is the continual awakening of the human race that our inner worlds and the outer world or outer reality are very much connected. Our ability to create and co-create and change the outer reality has always been within, but now becomes very consciously accessed by many human beings. You're aware that by the end of 2018 we had approximately 24% of the human population that have been resonating with the ascension energies, and that activated the grid, was perfectly enough for the big changes and shifts that occurred from 2012 till 2019. However, these 4 years, 2019 included until 2022, are very potent and powerful years on the earth plane, where majority of humanity, which means will well go over the threshold of 50%, and divine number is that around 67% of humanity will be into the state of awakening by the end of 2022. That really means being out of the woods, so very powerful new consciousness anchoring and descending on earth plane. In the meantime, in these 4 years, including 2019, we, the light workers and all the beings on the planet that are resonating with the higher frequencies, we have a very particular task to hold the energies, to be in the state of a deep surrender. There will be intense energies on the planet. You are aware that we have already been bombarded by the neutrino beams, that there are blazars that send almost like a laser beam to the earth plane. And recently the science also announced that the interesting object in the middle of our galaxy, Milky Way, which is named Sagittarius A, is actually beaming a very particular beam of cosmic radiation right onto the Earth. Looks like the Earth is in some kind of a cosmic stage, and we've been given light and attention from everywhere. And this is rightfully so, because the energies on the Earth plane are rising, and we truly need all of these additional energies for our growth and expansion of the consciousness. We are also already mixing or becoming one, if you like, with Andromeda galaxy. And this one has been detected by the measurement of the halo of both galaxies that is now already in the flux of merging together. But we need to mention that the 24 galaxies in this part of the universe are actually aligning to become one coherent template which is going to have the profound effect on life on Earth plane. However, for now, let's announce a little bit of the significance of 2019, not just what is happening in the sense of the cosmic positioning, but also how we are going to experience this year deeply and profoundly. There are two main aspects. The first aspect is that 2019 is the year of the orbs. The orbs are the cosmic seeds, and you can see on the decoration behind me, bringing the template of the cosmic seeds. So we are receiving the seeds of consciousness. Our Earth plane and the human consciousness are again becoming the garden, and we are rebuilding the Garden of Eden, so moving from the jungle of the mind into the garden. And it's very important what we sow. As universe says, Mother Kwan gives us this little rhyme saying, well, what you sow, that will grow. Flowers or weeds depends on the seeds. So what you sow will show up in our lives, individual and collective. And right now, the very day today, the first day of the magnetic new year, which starts with the new moon and a very profound magnetic activity on the planet, is the perfect opening for planting the seeds. What we place in our consciousness, individual and collective, and let us say that very soon we are not going to really make a distinction between individual and collective. It is one big human consciousness. But for a moment, let's use that old terminology. So all of the creation and co-creation within the new magnetic field happens through the seeding, through the seeds of consciousness. There are three types of seeds. That is the divine Godhead, Kwan seeds. There is the seeding that happens through the advanced civilizations, similar to the plants on Earth. When they reach certain level of development, the cosmic civilizations send their seeding around the universe. We, as a Earth plane consciousness, need to be really fully prepared, fertile ground for this seeding. So that is one aspect. Now, how to become that fertile ground, that is another very important feature of 2019. There is a big cleansing happening around the planet. There is a deep shift, not only cleansing our physical bodies, the organs, the systems, including liver, bowels, lymphatic, and so forth. Cellular level cleansing, molecular level cleansing, atomic level cleansing. All the matter that was used in the polarity consciousness needs to be now refined back to the neutral and purified so we can reuse it into the higher states of consciousness. The healing and the cleansing of the emotional mental strata, and specifically the healing and cleansing of the consciousness on the Earth plane are paramount within this year. And we are not talking again just the individual consciousness and many light workers that have already achieved a very high level of purification. We are talking about the global cleanse. And this starts and ends with the individual, and all of the aspects that on that circuit are being created or have been created that now need to be uncreated, undone, purified so we can utilize the fields in the completely new way. So the big cleanse is on the cards for 2019, and there will be more posts, and one of my personal spiritual assignments was to create the beautiful detoxification kits from Aotearoa with the consciousness of New Zealand bush and cosmic consciousness that are now being launched and offered not just as a physical product to be taken, but also with the online support for the cleansing and the purification of the higher strata, the higher vibrational fields of the human race. So many light workers around the world are doing their job, helping, assisting, and we are certainly not alone. We have a majority of beautiful beings of the higher strata of consciousness who have been working with us through the guidance so far, becoming rapidly manifesting within the earth plane. Let me mention here the new children, the new babies who are starting to grace the planet with extremely high vibration, and all of us light workers that are allowing our multidimensional selves to become manifested. Mother Quan, Quantum Unity Alpha Aleph Neutral, is really seeking embodiment, like working through the physical presence, and that is one of our highest expressions of our spiritual evolution, to be one with the divine and to manifest, embody, and fully bring into the expression the divine consciousness that we fundamentally are. So these are two most important aspects of year 2019. There will be different announcements and aspects throughout the year to look at and be aware of, and certainly we will continue bringing the templates and processes and everything that is needed for us to stay on top of our tasks and to stay healthy, happy, expanded, and in a great state. So in order to facilitate further this process, I was given a template which is relevant to our alignment with the magnetic field of the earth. Magnetic field is changing quite dramatically, and you might have noticed by now that the modern science is starting to bring information about the shifts, and they're afraid that the poles will swap. However, that is not the case. We have entered into the unified state of magnetic consciousness on the planet, and there is vortex magnetism already happening, which is influencing every aspect of the magnetic field. So one of the best and most amazing ways to stay happy, healthy, in alignment is to have our bodies and our fields in perfect alignment with the earth field, which is not just earth field. It is influenced by the entire galaxies. It is influenced by the cosmic influences as the consciousness shapes up and folds itself into the different way, creating a very different electromagnetic grid on the planet. So magnetism is the key. So to stay aligned and to stay in an expanded state, we are given this gift from the Mother Quan to align our strongest magnetic organ, which is the heart, the upper heart, the open heart, and to align it with the magnetic field of the earth. It looks like the field is moving erratically, but it's not the case. The field is evolving, fully stepping into the grail, the holy grail, the cosmic chalice, the magnetic field of the feminine divine nature, which allows very different status of the consciousness on our planet, and living the life of fully being surrendered and receiving, absolutely receiving all that the divine wants to give us. So I'll be working with the multitude of beings that are now allowing for this process. You are asked to place both of your hands over the upper heart, and within the next few minutes we'll allow the activation, expansion, alignment, coding, decoding, recoding, programming, reprogramming, and most importantly, synchronization between each individual, ourselves, and the cosmic magnetic field and the earth magnetic field. Just be very open to receive.
Kurbalira takhatir arahis amhrola prekurira bakurmanir watakat in and equal breaker whatever way did you and that sir harikuri prekuri armadoctor what si. Ma tu quella la ta ti ti ruru du ad dum ho tu what tu ti kanna ta si. And take a few deep breaths. Breathing deeply and connectedly, you may feel sensations around the upper heart and throughout the body. Just allow. And just breathe and relax. And breathe and relax. So enjoy the magic of what has just happened and allow the synchronization to show up in your life, in your field. It shows up as expanded health, as activation of the thymus gland, activation of the upper expression, synchronization with the grail field, purification of the mind, thoughts and emotional system, and preparing you for flight in 2019. Giving thanks to the Divine Consciousness for this gift. Karai Ra, Karai Raman.